Good morning and welcome to Wayne Goldsboro Television. Glad to have you this morning. I'm Kim Best, your host.
And I'm Wayne Alley, and I'm not sure what I am, but I'm here, and thank you for being with us. Today is, it's Monday.
Yes, it
is. It is April Fool's Day. Happy.
April 1st. Let's see how many pranks will happen today.
Oh boy, I'm easy to be pranked. I'll tell you that right now. and people have constantly, all my life, pulled pranks on me on April Fool's. So when we're done with the program, I'm going home.
You're not giving them the opportunity, are you?
No, you don't have a chance. Somebody will, though.
Oh.
All right. Okay, well, let's see. Who's on today's program, Kim?
Let's see. On today's show, we have the Department of Social Services.
That's good.
Yes, they'll be here giving us basic information on that program, and then the Collegiate Challenge that is taking place across the entire United States. And if you haven't heard about that, it's exciting, and I think you'll be surprised.
That's the group from Providence College?
Oh, we've had so many different colleges.
Oh, boy.
A quick little tidbit is this is when college students from across the United States agree to, instead of spending a traditional spring break hanging out on a beach somewhere or chilling at home, they are giving up their week to do community service somewhere in the United States as a group.
Right.
It's a partnership and collaboration between Habitat Humanity in different cities across the United States.
How about that?
So here in Goldsboro, we've had about 4 different groups thus far come to Goldsboro and do some great things in our community.
That's wonderful. Well, it is the first of the month indeed. Happy New Month, but yesterday was Easter. I hope you had a nice Easter.
Yes, absolutely. Love Easter. So it's a fine holiday and has a great meaning.
And we haven't been here since last year. No, it was Thursday.
We were here. Yeah,
Thursday
we were here last Thursday.
Okay, sorry about that. But we were here Thursday, of course. We took Good Friday off, and here it is a Monday morning, and oh boy, Saturday was a hoot. Let me tell you, we were at the Paramount Theater for the Animals of Wonderland event, and the Queen here.
And the Joker here.
Quite a performance there, young lady.
Thank you. That is not my forte, but we had a good time.
We did have a good time.
It was for a great cause.
It was for a great cause. It was for the Animal Adoption and Education Center, and also for the Humane Society.
That's right.
As well. So I don't know how much money was raised, but
we'll find out soon.
And we appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun.
And thanks to Chip Zwirling and his crew for always being so creative and organizing and pulling this big event together.
You know, creative is the word.
That is for sure.
I'm telling you. What?
He is one creative mind.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah. Well, coming up, a month from today, the Rose Banquet gets underway. It's the Wayne County Council on Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention. This Rose event, this Rose Banquet, takes place on May 1st. It is for youth ages 6 through 12. And if you want information about that, you can talk to our health department, the Wayne County Council on Adolescent Pregnancy. They also have, going on right now until May 15th, they have the abstinence essay contest going on, some great prizes. And later this week, we're going to be hearing from some folks from the health department. We're going to talk a little more about that. Dr. Kim Larson, who is a nurse and on the Board of Health here in Wayne County, and Carolyn King is also going to be with us later this week. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Well, Wayne Memorial Hospital, Wayne, is having something called Mended Hearts.
Oh.
That's happening tomorrow, actually, Tuesday, April the 2nd, from 1 until 2:30 p.m. in dining room number 4 over near the cafeteria at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Yeah. It says, share your challenges and victories with fellow patients and families dealing with heart disease and related procedures. So if you want to go and share, it's very much like a support group. If you'd like to go and find out more about Mended Hearts, it is tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Wayne Memorial Hospital. If you have questions, you can call LaRue at 919-689-2079. And that's tomorrow.
You know, I always enjoy going to the hospital, and don't take that the wrong way. I enjoy particularly the dining area.
I do too, and you know they got a great cafeteria.
They do.
You know, I guess it was maybe like a month or so ago, a friend of mine told me they go there like once a month on Sunday for lunch.
Yeah.
They just love it. The food is so good.
Food is outstanding.
And great prices.
Great prices, and it's on the ground floor of the Wayne Memorial Hospital.
And anybody can go.
And anyone can go in and just eat. It's a
Good
restaurant.
to know. It is a restaurant.
It's a restaurant, a cafeteria restaurant.
They have breakfast, lunch.
And
I'm not sure about dinner.
I know, I'm not sure either, but I'm sure they do have
sure they
dinner.
do.
But it's a big place. It's enormous. They can accommodate a lot of people. But they also have some nice meeting rooms in there as well.
Oh yes, they have I think 4 dining room areas where you can have small meetings, and I know various groups meet there, like the Sunrise Kiwanis, and various ones meet there on a regular basis. So that's another opportunity in our community. If you need a meeting room, call
There
Wayne
you go.
Memorial Hospital.
Yeah, and I think Georgia's going to be with us here in the next few days,
She is in the
right?
next few days. She's
All
going
right.
to come talk about several things happening at Wayne Memorial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget we're getting close. The end of this month, the Wayne County Senior Games kick off, and oh boy, we'll tell you more about that the closer we get to it.
And we'll have some more participants come and talk to us.
And of course, really?
Yes.
Participants yet?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Also, don't forget, we're getting close to crunch time on the Junior Livestock Show and Sale. That's this week, Wednesday and Thursday this week, at Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds. And oh boy, there's some hard-working youngsters out there, and I'm going to try to get out there and get some video.
Oh yeah, that'd be
You just
great.
won't
Love to see
believe.
it.
I'm telling you, it's 2 all-day affairs.
Get some video of them actually showing and competing. That
Yeah,
would
that's
be
the
really
idea.
neat.
I'm going to do that. And it's an all-day thing there. It starts early in the morning with the kids washing and cleaning their livestock, and then it goes into the evening hours when the actual show and sale itself takes place. But it's all 2 full days, and everybody's invited to attend that.
Well, let me tell you, it's the cutest thing. Last year, my daughter had a lot of experiences across the state, and I'm not going to name communities because she went to most every community across the state, but there was one particular community she went to, speaking of something very similar to this.
Okay.
And she was invited to come spend the day with them at their fair, and it was a very rural community.
Yeah.
And she was asked to judge. Now, understanding she knows very little about, well, I'm not going to speak for her, but I think she knows very little about agricultural and judging.
Right.
Showmanship and that type thing. Well, she attempted to judge it, and then afterwards, all these little children that had won, you know, the best goat, the best showman of a horse, the best showman of a cow, and the list goes on and on. They all wanted their pictures made with her, with their cows or with their goat, and it was so cute. They all, of course, wanted their goats or their horses or whatever to wear to the Miss North Carolina crown.
Right.
So she had a really good time with that. But that's done across the state.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's done across the United States.
Yes.
But in our in eastern North Carolina, it's done quite a bit, and we do want to say what a great job these youngsters do, and they start at such a young age to get trained to be able to do this.
You know, people who have never been around agriculture, been around a farm, have preconceived notions about what farming is all about. Well, let me tell you something. You haven't got a clue, because it's scientific.
Oh, yes.
It is extremely
down to the feed, everything.
Yeah, everything is just, it's amazing, and more the farming community is getting into robotics with the with the tractors and all. They you know, these fields are so large. If your tractor is off just a little bit, the rows are not straight, and you've got a big old mess.
There's a lot to it.
It is. They use satellite GIS,
Interesting.
GPS, GTS, GTO.
I don't know, one of those. Oh well.
One of those G words. Anyway, they use a lot of that just to so the tractor keeps on a straight and narrow. It's all scientific now. It's amazing. So if you plan on becoming a farmer, good for you.
Absolutely.
And if you plan on becoming a farmer, you better get the right kind of education. And I mean, there's a lot of education out there.
Well, this is a good state for that.
It is extremely an extremely fine state for that.
It is.
All right. Now I'm going to get off my soapbox here.
We'll both jump off together.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Well, in Mount Olive, at Mount Olive College, in their assembly hall, tomorrow evening at 7:30, the cost is free. They are having this called the Piano Performance Team. Selected annually by audition only, the Piano Performance Team was created to give talented young artists the opportunity to perform as well as provide community outreach for the arts. This year's team includes 5 boys and girls between the ages of 10 and 18. Playing repertoire usually heard on the collegiate and professional level. My goodness. Come and be amazed by the talents of these gifted pianists. This event is free and open to the public. You can contact Stuart at 919-658-7166. That's at Mount Olive College tomorrow night, 7:30 in the Mount Olive College Assembly Hall.
All right. Well,
I believe it's time to go to our first interview, and I believe it's with the Department of Social Services, so stay tuned.
Today we welcome folks from the Department of Social Services. Carrie Woodard is with us this morning, and Phyllis Smith is with us. Ladies, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, first of all, you're a supervisor, and you're a supervisor in what area?
Food and nutrition services.
Food and nutrition. So people who are in need of services from the Department of Social Services, you help them acquire the funds, or you help them acquire the ability to buy food.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, so how do you do this? How do you go about this, Phyllis?
Well, we have several different ways you can come in and apply, or you can apply by mail, and
Or fax.
or fax, or
You can apply by fax? Really?
you can.
Okay. What do you need to be able to? Now, what are we talking about? What do you give to people once they qualify? What do you give them to be able to go out and furnish or buy food for themselves? Are we talking food stamps? Are we talking what?
It's formerly food stamps. What it is now is an EBT card. It looks like a credit card, and it's an electronic benefits transfer card, and it comes in the mail if they're qualified for however much they get, and it loads on their account once a month, that amount for 6 months, and they recertify every 6 months. And depending upon how many's in their house and how much income they do have, depending upon the amount, they get it once a month to go to the grocery store and be able to purchase food.
Okay.
And they just swipe it like a debit card.
Like a debit card.
Yes, sir.
So I see a couple of advantages here. I would imagine it's less expensive for the state, wouldn't it be, or for the county, to issue EBT cards rather than to go through the process of creating the stamps and going through
Yes,
all
I would
that,
think so,
the mail
yes.
and all that that's involved. It's also more beneficial to the client because they don't have that stigma of having food
Right.
stamps, going to the grocery store and having to tear out food stamps and give it to the clerk. They can just swipe a card,
Yes, sir.
and it looks like a credit card, which
Right.
actually it is, isn't it?
Right.
Okay. How long has this EBT thing been in effect? How long have you been using it?
We stopped doing the paper stamps maybe 2000, 1999, 2000. Maybe even
That's
98.
well over 10 years
It's
then.
been a long time.
Yeah.
So it's been at least 10 or 12 years ago. The EBT card, and they've evolved a little bit. It's better now. And it is, you know, we go to the grocery store, it's more confidential. Nobody realizes that you're not using a
Exactly.
credit card.
Yeah.
So you don't have that stigma of people behind you whispering behind you or anything.
And you have to have a PIN number to
Right.
use the card as well. So.
Okay. Now, who qualifies to receive services from social services? Who would qualify for the EBT card?
Anybody that met the qualifications, it's based on income.
You have to be a Wayne County resident
County
for our
resident,
county.
Right.
And it's basically based on income and your bills.
Okay. So whatever your bills come to versus your income. So someone who's out of work, and there's a lot of those now. A lot
Right.
of people out of work. A lot of people who have, for whatever reason, fallen on bad times, hard times. Their income is down or reduced, and they turn to your department for help.
Right.
So is there a time limit on this? Do they have a certain amount of time, and then after that their benefits run out?
Well, you get recertified for 6 months at a time. So if you
Okay.
come in and make an application, we have 30 days to process the application. There's some qualifications. You have to have a valid ID. Not necessarily a picture ID, it just has to be an ID to verify who you are. Social Security number, or you don't have to have the card, but at least the number, and your household bills. The only expenses that we give deductions for is rent or mortgage, property tax, household insurance, and then telephone and electric bill, water bill, and medical if you qualify for medical. Yeah, you have to qualify for a medical. But we don't do anything with resources as far as a vehicle. No car payments, no car insurance. None of that is used as a deduction.
That's not used.
Right. No,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So when someone comes in and they talk to you, who would not qualify? And I know the obvious answer is someone who makes over a certain amount of money.
Right.
But do you take the number of people in the family
Yes.
into consideration?
That is taken
People
into
living in a household.
consideration.
What are some of the things that people might misunderstand about your department, your office? Some misconceptions, if you will.
One of the largest ones is folks think when they come in that you can use the car payment, car insurance as a deduction when you cannot. And then if you're not a specified person, meaning that you're not disabled, receiving disability, or in the process of receiving disability, or aged and disabled, which would be 60 or older, to get a medical deduction. Not anyone can get a medical deduction. Just because you owe medical bills doesn't mean that we're going to allow it as a deduction for you.
Now, when you're configuring this, you're saying that they cannot, if they have, I'm going to pick a number here. Just pick a number, $10,000 income, and their car payment $10,000 or let's say $1,000 a month they have coming in, which is I'm sure that would qualify somebody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, $1,000 a month income, and out of that $1,000, they're paying a $300 car payment, and $500 in rent. So that's $800 right there. Would they qualify?
They would, but we would only use the rent deduction.
Only the rent.
We would not use the car.
Not the car.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you
But
would.
now they probably wouldn't qualify for the full allotment. See, a household of one, the maximum income you can have is $1,810, and that's the gross income per month. The maximum allotment is $200, but in order to receive the $200, you have to have no income. So if I come in today to apply and it's just me, and I have that $1,000 you were talking about and $500 in rent, I would qualify for something, but I may not qualify for the full $200 allotment because you have to look at my income versus my outgo, which is just the rent, utilities, mortgage, household insurance.
So utilities are included as well.
Yes, sir.
You allow those.
If you pay it, yes, sir.
If you pay it. Okay. Could somebody be turned down for not paying their bills on time?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. They're gonna get food
Right.
anyway, regardless
Right.
of how they're saying, because they could be having
Right.
money problems.
Correct.
As long as they're responsible for paying it, we don't really check to see if they're actually paying it, if they're responsible for paying it. For example, if I live in a home that I'm renting and I'm responsible for paying the utilities, you could use that as a deduction.
Okay. Okay. So you said $1,810 a month
sir.
is the limit. If
That's
they-
for one person. I
for
was
one
just
person.
using that as an example.
As
Yes,
an
sir.
example, sure. So that's the limit. If they make over that, then they would not qualify.
Possibly. Now, you have other deductions to go to. I mean, what I encourage folks to do when they call on the phone is this: if they're anywhere in that area of 2,000, if it's a one person, and that's going to be the example I'm going to use for here.
$2,000 a month.
If they're anywhere in that area, I would encourage them to come in, because if they're paying legally obligated child support, they may qualify. As long as the child's not living in the home with them, we can give that as a deduction.
I'm sure there's all kinds of ways that you have to work. You have
Yes,
to be able. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to. Certain things are allowed. Certain other things are not allowed. What might be another misconception aside from the fact that they think they can just walk in? Is there something that that people walk in and they just don't understand about what
I think with our whole program, a lot of folks they have that misconception that all you have to do is come in and you'd qualify. Unfortunately, it is an income-based program. So you have to come in and we'll look at your income, and how we determine your income is based on how often you get paid, what type of income you're having, whether it's earned income or unearned income, again, how often you're paid. Then there's also any type of child support payments you're receiving, or if people give you money, you know, if you're unfortunate to not have a job right now and you're not getting unemployment because it's run out and your parents are helping you out, we would look at that as well. All money for the Food and Nutrition Services program is counted because it's a federally funded program.
Okay. Is there ever the case of fraud?
Oh, yes.
Do people come in and try to take advantage of the system?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That happen a lot?
Yes, sir.
What can you do?
We do a referral to our investigative unit, and they investigate it.
And if they are indeed found guilty of that's a crime.
Yes, sir. They'll pay it back.
They'll pay it back. They will pay it back.
Their first offense is, yes.
Yeah.
And with the Food and Nutrition Services program, whoever makes them, let's say one of the workers is calculating and they calculate an error and the client is overpaid, then it still has to be paid back because it is the federal government.
Right.
So regardless of who makes the error, the money has to be paid back.
Okay. So where does the money come from? You mentioned the federal government. Is it all from federal tax dollars, or
No,
where does
sir.
the money come from to help fund the program?
It's from the state.
From the
We're
state.
federally funded, and our policies are federal. And then there's money from the state.
Okay.
And the state has just recently implemented a new system called NC Fast, and that's something we're dealing with now. And we've tried to get the word out to the citizens in Wayne County. It's been in the newspaper and stuff that with this new system we are behind on our work because of the software program.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it, why? Why are you behind?
Well, there have been some glitches in the system.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they've got all 100 counties on there now, I think.
I think so. I think they're all there now.
Yeah, and everything's automated.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a learning process.
So there's going to be some bumps there.
There's some delays.
Yeah, some delays. So what does that do to your office? I mean, does it delay people getting their
Yes.
checks?
Their
benefits.
It does.
It delays their benefits then. So how long does it delay them?
Currently, we're about 3.5 weeks behind.
Wow.
We were around 7 or 8.
This started in
November.
November.
We went live November 13th. For our county, we were the first phase of NC Fast. There were 34 or 36. I'm sorry, I don't recall right quick. Counties that went live back November, and it was challenging. I mean, we've come a long way, and the workers are just doing a fantastic job now. But we are still about 3.5 weeks behind.
3.5 weeks behind,
Yes,
but
sir.
that means you're catching up.
Oh,
We're
yes, sir.
trying.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're trying. How many people work in your office?
There's 30, including the temps. We've been fortunate enough to have some temps hired at least through April, so we're able to. There's
That's helped
30.
a lot because
And
we're
that's-
having to take everybody out of the old system, put them in the new system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. So, to summarize, well, I won't even go there because what I want to do is ask if people need help. Let me go one other direction here. I want to ask you this: Do people in the public who just general people who would not normally apply for EBT or apply for any sort of assistance, do they have misconceptions? Do they not? Just
I think
the
so.
general public about what you do. There's some people who may feel this is a free ride for some people. That's not necessarily the case, is it?
no, it's not.
First of all, people have to come to you and apply.
Yes, sir.
You have to verify everything,
Yes,
and if it's not right, they don't get the
Right.
benefits.
Right.
If it is right, they do get benefits
As
with
long
conditions.
as they qualify, yes, sir.
With conditions. All right. So if anybody's having a problem, besides the fact that they're on the FAST program and they're
Right.
behind 3 weeks, if anybody else is having a problem, they can contact your office and you help them work it out.
Right.
How do they get in touch with you?
It's
Our phone numbers are on the web,
they're on
the
the
county
web,
website.
All right, county
we have a
website,
direct number as
Yes.
well.
right, which is waynegov.com, by the way.
Yes,
And
sir.
then our switchboard number is
It is in the phone book.
919-580-4034.
580-4034.
Yes, sir.
And that's listed under Wayne County in the
Wayne
phone
County
book?
Social Services.
Wayne County Social Services.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Any final words you want to, aside from the FAST, or do you
We're
want to
just-
cover anything else on the FAST program?
No, it's a program that they're hoping to eventually have the Medicaid and all the other programs on as well in one system, and we're just hoping everybody will be patient and work with us until they can get the bugs worked out of it.
So this is going to be better, right?
In the long
Yes.
run,
In
yes,
the
sir.
long run.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good program. It's just with anything that's new, it takes time to get used to. And since it's not even been with us 6 months yet, and you know the workers have to get acclimated to it, and then the clients have to realize that it's not as quick as it was. The other program was 30 years old, and pretty much all the bugs had already been worked out of it. And you know,
After
after you
30
learn
years,
it, you've got this is a lot different. There's
Yeah.
a lot more that entails that you just don't key a case in any longer.
And all the counties are dealing with it.
yes.
All the county, and
Yes,
all the
sir.
counties are behind, I imagine.
Yes.
Everybody's having the same problems.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
having
sir.
the same problem. But
Wow.
now our Wayne County, we are running, thanks to our IT
Yes.
department, we're running about the fastest.
We
in,
are,
fastest in the state.
The
so-
last time they did any reports,
Well,
we were
there
the
you go.
fastest.
yeah.
There you go. We do have an IT department that can help in that area.
Yes,
Right.
we do have a
Oh,
very good IT department.
They are very good, yes. Carrie, thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you.
us. Carrie Woodard and Phyllis Smith. Phyllis, thank you.
Thank you.
And that phone number again is 580.
4034.
That's right. 580-4034. Go to waynegov.com. Go to the departments, and you'll see the Department of Social Services. Go there, and also you can call up and ask questions, and you can possibly get a lot of your questions answered online on the on
think
our.
so,
They can go to our website waynegov.com to the
sir.
departments
Yes.
and get some of the questions answered as well.
That's
Right.
correct.
All right. Very good. Thank you, ladies, so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
being
you.
with us.
Thank you.
we're back.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us this morning.
We sure appreciate the folks coming in from the Department of Social Services. That was some really good information.
Yes, it was.
All right, birthdays today. We're going to have a birthday today, and if you're having a birthday today, you're sharing it with Susan Boyle, who is the Scottish sensation who kind of set the world on fire here.
She did.
Back about 3 or 4 years ago. It was about 4 years ago in '09 when she won the Britain's Got Talent. I don't know if she won or not, but
she did. She
did.
won that season.
She certainly, because nobody expected her to
Not
have
at
the voice
all.
she had. She came out in kind of a rumpled dress, and she was not, she didn't
necessarily look the part.
She did not look the part. But boy, did she have a voice.
She had a fantastic
voice.
voice.
And she has since bought a new dress.
I'd say so.
She's 51 today. The lovely and talented Debbie Reynolds. If you remember the movie Singing in the Rain, she's done so many other things.
She has.
Yeah, that's at one time Eddie Fisher's wife.
How old is she?
She's 80 today. Yeah, 80 today she is. Ally McGraw, she played the dying girl Jenny Cavallari in Love Story back in 1970. She is having a birthday, 73 today. Bijou Phillips, American model and actress known for her roles in the movie Havoc and in television's Raising Hope. She is 32 today. A birthday today for Jane Powell, singer, dancer, showcased in musicals like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers in 1954. She's 83 today. And a birthday for Hillary Scott, who's a lead singer for the group Lady Antebellum.
Yes.
She is 26.
Happy
Talented
birthday
girl. Yeah,
to each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And I failed to mention Lon Chaney Jr., or Sr. rather. Of course, he died in 1930, but wow, what an actor.
Who was that?
Lon Chaney Sr., Man of a Thousand Faces, he was called.
Yeah,
he did
okay.
all the spooky movies. You know, he'd
Yeah.
scare people a lot. You know. And of course, his son Junior went on to star in the movie Wolfman, playing Larry Talbot. Anyway,
right.
that's neither here nor there.
Well, happy birthday to all of you anyway.
Happy.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, Wayne, remember
Yes.
the traveling wall is coming to Goldsboro.
It is.
It's the wall that heals. It features a half-scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Wall Memorial that is in Washington, D.C. It arrives on the April 16th. They'll have 2 days to set the wall up, which we hear is about the size of a football field.
Yeah, very close to that.
It says it's approximately 250 feet in length, and like the original memorial, it's erected in a chevron shape.
Mm-hmm.
For details on events that will be happening with the Wall That Heals, you can go to the website www.vvmf.org.
Vietnam Veterans Memorial F.
Something.
Yeah, Foundation.
Foundation, probably.
Yeah.
But they have all the details on the scheduled events. Now, the day it arrives, we are expecting and wanting hundreds of people to be out there to greet them as they travel in with this big replica. They're saying that, let's see, they'll be escorted by 100 freedom riders. It's coming from actually South Boston, Virginia.
It'll be coming through South Boston on down to Goldsboro. And on the 16th, when it arrives, and we'll have all this information for you.
Yes, we will.
We'll have the route it takes coming into town, but it'll be accompanied by, as you mentioned, the Rolling Thunder, all the motorcycles. And it will be loud, and it will be, oh boy.
That's right.
I love it.
We want you there. We want you there with flags in hand, waving, and letting them know how glad we are that the Vietnam Wall is coming to Goldsboro, and we are just proud to have it here.
Yes, indeed we are. We will ask you to come on out to Wayne Memorial Drive and bring flags, bring your colors, bring anything you want to bring. If you want to bring a chair, that's fine. Just come and welcome the wall to the Goldsboro, Wayne County area.
And it comes at 3 o'clock. That's what time it arrives. So you need to be there before then.
Be there before
Get
3
your
o'clock.
spot.
We want thousands of people
We
to
do.
line Wayne Memorial Drive. And on the 18th, this wall, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall, will be set up 24/7. You'll be able to,
Certainly will.
well, it won't be there 7 days, but it'll be there until the 22nd. And you'll be able to go anytime, day or night. There will be guards posted. It will be safe. It will be well lit. You'll be able to visit the wall 24 hours a day while it's here in Goldsboro and Wayne County.
That's right. And there's all kinds of details and ceremonies that go along with that. But you
Yeah.
can go to that website or either Wayne Community College's website and find out additional details.
You know, they say there could be as many as 40 or 50,000 people
That's what
to
we've
visit.
heard.
during
Because this is
times.
the only stop in North Carolina.
That's right.
So there's going to be people coming from all over
That's right.
the United States, but especially this part of the world,
Yeah.
coming over to see it.
It's very special. And this may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some, so don't miss it. All right? All right,
What
let's
else is
see what
happening?
else we have today. I have some tips for you. You know, everybody's an expert when it comes to electronics. Or a lot of people think they are anyway.
don't.
But there are several myths
Okay.
associated with that sort of thing, as there is with many things. And over the course of the next several days, I'll dispel some of those myths for you. For instance, you know what HDMI cables are? Those are things that help transmit signals
We'll
from
pretend like we do.
HDMI cables. For those of you who think you know all about HDMI, the myth is that expensive HDMI cables mean there's always going to be a better image quality. Well, that's not true. While you may think the quality of your media relies on the cable that transmits it, you do not actually need to spend a lot of money on an HDMI cable. Some outlets have debunked this myth, and based on the deals seen in some places, consumers should spend no more than $4 on a 6-foot cable. Some of these cables run a tremendous amount of money, many times that, but you should spend no more than $4 on a 6-foot cable. All right? Some places you can get even less. All right. Here's today's trivia question as the camera pans away. Today's trivia question is, there's only one fruit or vegetable that is never sold frozen, never sold canned, or processed or cooked. What vegetable is it? There's only one, vegetable or
Really?
fruit. Fruit or vegetable. There's only one that is never sold frozen, canned, processed, or cooked. What is it?
I can't imagine.
Think about that.
Grapes? I don't know.
No.
Not grapes, so we'll have to see. Hold on tight.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Collegiate Challenge with the Habitat for Humanity here in Goldsboro, North Carolina. We are at Berkeley Park once again. This is the second week of the Collegiate Challenge, and I'm with a different group. This group is from where?
The University of Virginia.
UVA. Good job. Guys, tell me why you're here in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Well, we came from UVA's Catholic Student Ministry group, and we just came down here to sort of help other people instead of having the normal, what you would normally think of as spring break. So
As a traditional spring break?
yeah.
Well, how long have you been here? How many days?
We got here Sunday afternoon, so 5 days.
Wonderful. Where are you staying?
We're staying at the 3MC, the Methodist Men's Ministry Center.
That's right. That's right. Now, are you guys able to take showers? You know, do the traditional taking care of yourself? Now, where's that taking place?
We're both groups are staying. We're staying in a trailer, but it's a nice trailer, so we shower and sleep there. There's a kitchen.
So you have everything right there.
Yeah, there's a couch.
We walked in and it looked like a military compound. I mean, there's barbed wire fences all around the entire place, and it sort of looked a little abandoned. And then we actually got into the trailers, and we're like, oh wow, this is nice.
It's
Felt a little safer.
Yeah,
it's pretty
like
homey.
ovens and stoves and things that we can actually cook meals on. So.
The showers are good, and the mattresses on the beds are fine. So
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, tell me why you chose to do this. Why did you choose, instead of hanging out on a beach, to come to Goldsboro, North Carolina and give back to our community?
Well, I think that's right. I mean, I think it's really about giving back to other people because we have so much that it's important to sort of share our talents and our gifts with everyone else.
We have so much at UVA, and we're all really blessed to be where we've come so far in life. And so to be able to give that back in any way is really a blessing for us too.
Definitely.
And definitely doing something together as Catholics, as part of our Catholic student group. Kind of living out our faith has been great. So.
Were you all friends before you came out on this adventure?
Most
Most of us were, yeah.
We definitely know each other a lot better after this.
I'm sure. So where have you been in Goldsboro, other than Berkeley Park, of course?
We went to Herman Park
Went to Herman Park last night.
Compared
Herman Park?
Herman Park, okay.
Wilbur's and McCall's.
Of course you have.
McCall's.
Of course you have. Have you seen our beautiful planes flying over?
Yes, I love the F-15s.
So you've had planes, you've seen
They're
the
all day.
planes, you've had barbecue, exactly. Now the only thing you know, have you had any pickles?
No.
Is this,
You need some Mount Olive pickles. You've got the barbecue. We're full of barbecue from one side of our city to the other side. And then, of course, you've seen those F-15s flying over.
and we also went to the Habitat Restore on Tuesday.
Tell me
Helped
about
out
that.
there.
Tell me what you saw there.
Well, they have lots of, they have clothes, furniture, toys. They basically have anything you can think of. And we sort of just reorganized and cleaned up there, did some painting, made some shelves. So it was a good day because it rained on Tuesday. So
Good time to be inside.
Yeah.
What do you think the families in our community can gain from not only these shelters that you're building here at Berkeley Park, but also just the Restore in general? Anybody?
This is a lovely place to celebrate community. There's, I don't know, with the field and the shelters that will be here and the place for children. I mean, this is a place to form friendships and make neighborly bonds and celebrate why we come together to help each other and be good people.
and I think
Wow.
the Restore is an opportunity to sort of gain a little bit of independence because it's very nice. There's a lot of stuff there. It's all modestly priced, so it's a good thing to take advantage of.
That's right. The Restore is right downtown Goldsboro. If you haven't been, you need to go check it out and see what these great college students have done to help our community. Well, guys, we appreciate your time and your effort.
Oh, no
and
problem.
you spending your spring break, instead of hanging out on that beach, you're here in Goldsboro and you're giving back to your community. And recently, there's been a new pope. What do you think about that? White smoke.
Yeah, we had the white smoke alarm.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
It was real exciting.
Well, so you've been to the Restore. You've been here while a pope was announced to the world. You have been in Berkeley Park. You've been in Herman Park. Have you seen anything else, or have you felt anything else while you've been in Goldsboro?
Oh, we've seen a little bit more of the town, both driving here and just being around basically. And I think one added cause of what makes the work here good is that this is not just putting a couple shelters up that were knocked over by the hurricane. This is part of a restoration that's going on in this park. And we're really making this something that people can be proud of, I hope. And I'm really happy to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're really helping set this park up for success. And this has been a fantastic park in the past, and we're so glad that you're here as a part of exactly what you said. We're restoring it, we're making it into something great that our community can be proud of, that families can come and form friendships and just have some good bonding family time. From picnics to now the shelters areas that we have on both ends of the parks, the kids' playground area. There's places now where they can play soccer, any kind of game they want to play. So thank you for being a part of that.
No problem.
And it took you guys how long to get here?
4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours? Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing.
We love it.
So it really took you how long?
5 hours.
5.
Really? All
5 or
right.
so with a little stop for
Okay.
dinner, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. Some of these other groups, took like 28, 24.
Something like
So
that.
you guys did really good.
Yeah.
Thanks for being our neighbors, our
Thank
neighboring
you.
states, and thank you for participating. Appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Here we are back at Berkeley Park. As you see, we have all kinds of playground equipment behind us. We have another college group that is here giving of their time in Goldsboro as a part of the Collegiate Challenge and Habitat for Humanity. Welcome to Goldsboro, guys.
Thank you.
Tell us where you're from, if you don't mind, and a little bit about your area.
Sure, we're from Minnesota State University, Moorhead, and so we're from up north. It's quite different from here, for sure.
I bet you're not wearing t-shirts back home, are you?
That's right, more like parkas.
I'm sure. So you came from a very cold area, of course. Now, when you left to come down, travel to North Carolina, tell us how long it took, and if you will, tell me a little bit about the conditions of the weather when you were leaving your hometown.
Absolutely. Well, we were driving actually out of a blizzard when we were leaving Moorhead, and as you can feel, it's clearly not what it's like here.
Absolutely.
And it was all the way through Wisconsin. So we pretty much had rain / snow / sleet all the way through the next couple states. And we left at like 11 at night, so it was kind of risky.
Yes, definitely. So how long did it take you guys to get here? You traveled by van, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a 24-hour drive without stops, but we decided to capitalize on the road trip experience. So we stopped in Chicago and got some deep dish, and we stopped in Indianapolis and
why not?
Saw the sights.
Went a little shopping a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Why not take advantage of all the different areas you were traveling through? So you guys are here in Goldsboro. You've been here about a week. Now you're heading out. Is that tomorrow or today? Tonight. Okay. Well, tell me what you've done while you've been here.
Sure.
Anybody?
Well, something that was really important for us to experience was Southern hospitality, and that's something that we definitely experience here in Goldsboro.
Yay.
There was a lot of times when we just looked like tourists, and people came and helped us out. And,
definitely. Showed us how to put the barbecue on the barbecue, because we didn't understand, because our barbecue is like saucy and this is very just vinegar, and so we were like, I don't know what's going on, and, like, so that was great.
Is your barbecue more like a thick?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a sauce rather than
a vinegar base.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, in the mountains of North Carolina, it's a little bit different than it is down east. So we have all different kinds of barbecue, but in this area, we're all about vinegar. All about vinegar. So you've tried our special barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. You seen the F-15s flying over?
Yes.
We actually got to go in.
Yeah,
did you?
Because Michaela's dad.
Tell us about that, Michaela.
Well, my dad's Navy, and so we were like, well, hey, let's check out the base. I have an ID. And I'm no longer a dependent. Well, I am, but I can get on without my parents being around. So.
Yeah.
Great. So you got to go on base at Seymour Johnson.
Yeah,
did you get to see some of the planes up close?
Yeah.
Yep.
We did. Close to them,
Wonderful.
That was great.
Well, we're very proud of our military heritage here in Goldsboro, and very proud of that's the 4th Fighter Wing, and of course we have the 916th, which is the refueling wing. They're the ones, that refuel the jets in midair. It's phenomenal experience if you've never seen anything like that. Very proud of it. Well, tell me more about what you've done since you've been here, the community service, and what you've been doing here at either at Herman Park or at Berkeley Park.
Well, one of the things that we wanted to check out was the natural environment that's here in North Carolina. So we went to the Croton, I think that's how you say it, and we hiked through there for a couple hours and really just enjoyed the scenery. We also, just the barbecue, but also being out here working on the shelters and this playground area. It was really cool to do a variety of different things, as well as meet our friends from Virginia.
Exactly. So y'all been here the same time as Virginia has been, so you've sort of been able to make some new acquaintances from across the whole United States. That's fantastic.
We bought North Carolina lottery tickets.
Yeah, we did. We were so sure we were going to win something.
Of course you were, just like everybody, all other millions of people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a Southern thing, but that also goes all the way up, right? Do you guys not have lottery tickets?
Oh, we do. We just wanted
just thought you'd give it a shot.
A Southern lottery experience.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, have you been treated well since you've been here is what I want to ask.
Yeah, actually I want to talk about that. I've been on other habitat trips, and having like your beds and a shower and a kitchen in the same place is amazing. Like usually I've been sleeping on, it's really nice, like you go into churches, but usually we're on the floor, and so like you have to bring air mattresses, or you're all in one room, or we've had to travel to our shower places, so we had to like work in a shower into our schedule. And here, I mean, Denny was bringing out the grill, he was bringing out volleyballs, and so not only do we have shower, kitchen, and like actual beds, but we have extra stuff too.
All in one place, just like a home, huh?
So great. It is, yeah. We're like, oh, we're gonna go back home today. So
wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
There's a fire pit and everything, so it was a great
Oh,
place
nice.
for us
Yeah,
to
we
eat.
did s'mores one night. Yep.
S'mores, well, that's I mean, everybody's got to have that experience. Sounds like it. Sounds like you're living it up. Well, we do want to thank you guys for coming such a long way and giving back to our community. Everybody, on behalf of everybody in Goldsboro, I want to say thank you. You know, we did lose a lot of what is at Berkeley Park back during the hurricane. So to have this being built back so families can come and enjoy it and experience just some family time together with such a great environment here, we appreciate your time and your effort. Kudos to you guys for giving up the warm beaches for Goldsboro, North Carolina, but we do want to thank you. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Shauna. Are you ready? Here we are with both groups at Berkeley Park, coming to find out what they've learned about one another from two different colleges and how they've come together to help better Berkeley Park in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Welcome, group. Glad to have you here in Goldsboro. Tell me where you're from. I know we have two different schools going on here.
MSU! Great day to be a Dragon, folks.
Now I hear one of you are playing NC State in the ACC tournament.
Oh yeah, come on.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. Well, you know, I can't tell you who we're going to pull for. We'll have to keep that a secret.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Tell me about what you guys have learned about one another as bonding as two different schools, two different groups.
Well, first of all, I didn't know that there was going to be another group here, and I could not have been more pleasantly surprised. These guys did not know each other necessarily as well as we all did at UVA before our trip, and so I wouldn't have been offended if they only wanted to spend time with one another, getting to know each other, but you guys have been so welcoming. It was such a treat.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, that, you know, and that's so neat to hear that, you know, it's not a rivalry, that you guys have come together and that, you know, that you're definitely working here in Goldsboro to make our park better and our environment better for our community. Well, tell me more about the differences. Okay, we've got two different schools. Tell me about the schools and how they're different from one another.
Well,
anybody know?
It sounds like your guys' school is very much more traditional, and since you guys have a lot more, I don't know if it's like a weather thing, but it sounds like you can be outside more often, and you guys are very into track and stuff, and like, we really don't. We're in snow all the time.
A lot of snow.
Yeah. It's actually, our working styles are different too, and that was interesting to like mesh those, and I know we have some like engineering students over there, and we're like more communications and arts, so it's been very interesting to like use both of our talents to start making shelters. It's cool.
And this is a simple thing, but we got just 1 or 2 days off towards the beginning of the year for our hurricane watch that barely came. They have to sandbag, and they get off school for that.
We're waiting for the flood after the snow, so it's fine.
So your areas are very different, but how neat it is for you guys to be able to come together here on a job, doing something totally different than you've done before. Now, we'll say several mentioned that you have participated in Habitat for Humanity's Collegiate Challenge before, or just Habitat for Humanity?
Well, I know. Yeah,
you have been on a couple challenges.
Yeah. Most of them we haven't had another group for me. Yeah. I know Jordan's been on one where he was with a couple other groups, but this is the first time that I've personally worked with another group. And it's my fourth year doing it, so it's kind of like impressive, actually. Yeah. I didn't expect that.
Well, I will say our local Habitat for Humanity is fantastic. I know you've seen that.
Yes.
They're very good at organizing and reaching out and doing very unique, different things, these very non-traditional kind of challenges, not just this for college students, but they do other things as well. So we want to say thank you to them. They've been, you know, top notch. They've taken care of you. They're making sure everything is here. I think lunch is over there waiting for you now. They're anxiously awaiting for us to stop this interview so they can go eat their lunch. But thank you guys. I want to say, you know, you don't know how much this means to our community for you to give of your time. We appreciate it so much. And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us.
Oh boy, can you believe it's already April 1st? And the weather today is just an amazing weather day. You know, we had some cold temperatures last week.
I mean, it's been crazy.
Woo!
For February to have been relatively warm, parts of it, then all of a sudden March it starts getting cold again.
It got windy.
It was a little confused.
Yeah, cold.
Mother Nature was.
It was.
A little confused.
It was. It was windy and it was cold. And Mother Nature, bless her heart, she was confused.
Well, she's going to straighten out.
Yeah, boy, she's straightening out today. Man, nice warm temperatures, lots of sunshine today. Enjoy the day.
That's right. We want to remind you, if you have not heard about it, there is a pretty interesting event that is happening at Wayne Memorial Hospital. It's called An Evening with 7 Dwarfs of Allergies.
With what?
7 dwarfs of allergies.
Okay.
And the list goes on and on of which dwarfs they are. It's sneezy, itchy, drippy, boggy, cloggy. I can't read that one, and cranky. Can you see what that one is? I can't see it.
Soggy.
Soggy. They're the 7 dwarfs of allergies, which is so true. Isn't that cute? It's featuring Dr. Dan Whitley. Let's see.
An otolaryngologist.
Yeah, he's from Eastern ENT, Sinus and Allergy Center here in Goldsboro.
Yes.
It says, you're learning, how can I tell if my child has allergies or if it's just a common cold? What does it mean when a product is labeled hypoallergenic? How are allergies diagnosed? Can allergies be cured? How does stress affect allergies?
I always thought hypoallergenic meant you were allergic to hypos.
I don't think that's what it means, Wayne.
Oh, okay.
I'm not thinking so. But this event is Tuesday, April the 30th at 6 p.m. Free admission, Wayne Memorial Hospital in the auditorium on the ground floor. That's near the outpatient rehabilitation entrance.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Registration is required or requested.
Let's see.
Which one do I? Am I cloggy?
You're cloggy and soggy.
Well, the telephone number is 731-6299. If you want to find out more about this, I should attend because I'm an allergy sufferer. I need to talk to Dr. Whitley.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Otolaryngologist.
There you go. Right here, April 30th. Get the right date.
Right.
The evening with 7 dwarfs of allergies.
That is really cute. I like that. All right, today, April the 1st, and that means that today we celebrate the Plymouth, Massachusetts colonists in 1621. I was there, I should know.
Right.
Created the first treaty with Native Americans, and they celebrated that. The first treaty with Native Americans this day, 1621. Let's see what else we have. It was 1927. Unbelievable, but the first automatic record changer was introduced by RCA.
Really?
1927, a record
took that
changer.
record off and brought that
Well, I don't know if it took, I think it just dropped.
Oh, just dropped another one.
Just dropped another
I remember
one.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good old vinyl.
1927, I wouldn't have thought. Soap operas, General Hospital.
Yes.
General Hospital here, as you were, man. General Hospital and Doctors premiered on television this day, 1963.
Is General Hospital still on?
I don't know.
There's only a few. I think it is, but there's only a few that still are.
Producer says yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. World oil prices, 1985. When you think about it, wasn't that long ago. Dropped to below $10 a barrel, and now for the last year or so, they've been bouncing back and forth, $100, $120 a barrel.
That was 85.
That was 85. That's right.
I graduated from high school in '84.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
Trivia. The answer for today's trivia question is, the question was, name the only fruit or vegetable that is never sold frozen, it's never sold canned or processed or cooked. And when you think about it, fruits and veggies are always sold either canned or frozen.
I said grapes, but that's not right.
Well, sometimes, apparently, watermelon
is pickled sometimes.
Is pickled or processed.
Yes, it's pickled, I know.
All right. The only one is...
Drum roll.
Lettuce.
Oh. I guess you're right.
Wait a minute. Are you disappointed?
That's just shocking.
Well, I know. I wouldn't have gotten that one either.
But you're right.
Think about it. And
yeah.
boy, I ate a ton of lettuce. I love that stuff.
Yes, you do. I do too. All right.
I wouldn't have it. Somebody said watermelon. That was a good answer.
It was, but it is pickled because I've eaten it that way and love it.
I think it can be processed too.
Yeah,
but anyway, lettuce.
Lettuce is the answer.
Lettuce is the answer. Tomorrow, very quickly, Tax Administrator David Ward and Assistant Administrator Alan Lumpkin, they're going to be at the Senior Center tomorrow talking about the homestead exemption for seniors and for disabled adults. Mr. Ward and Mr. Lumpkin will review the requirements that may allow you to save money on your property taxes. And it's free and open to the public. Anybody can attend. And if you have any questions about that, call Aaron at 705-1785, Aaron McAuliffe at the Senior Center. That's tomorrow, beginning at 11 a.m. in the morning. All right?
Right.
Is that it?
I believe it is for today.
I believe it is too.
But it's Monday.
Monday it
April
is,
1st.
and that means tomorrow is another day.
Yes, it is.
April
Have a
something.
great first day of this month. wish you well the rest of the day. We will see you again tomorrow morning.
We'll be here at 7 o'clock, and then you repeat at noon, then at 5:30, and then again sometime during the evening. So, or join us on YouTube. It's there all the time on YouTube. So, till tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.